The views and opinions expressed on this show by the hosts do not necessarily state or reflect those of the channel. Furthermore, the views and the opinions of the guests do not reflect those of the host and the channel. Also, we do not encourage you to try this at home. We are trained professionals who do not have your best interest at heart or our own. Enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
welcome to the greatest podcast on the planet.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yolana eti po 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 po.
And they tipping me off. I know you from the inside out. We do some real talking at my mama's house. We finna get something for $1. We might just head home in a Honda. But are you ready? I am ready. Don't keep me waiting. I'm okay. I'm just minutes away. You can call me any day. You can call me replay. But are you ready? I am ready. Don't keep me waiting.
Siyasebenza uyadlala.
Kari lokhu valelisa lapha.
Kari uyadlala nasesebenza.
Sanibonani. Njani bangani bami emakhaya.
Nasiyarekhoda.
I'm not feeling well. I don't know whether it's flu or it's symptomatic of something more serious.
When was the last time you tested?
When was the last time you got tested?
For COVID. When was the last time you got tested for COVID?
For COVID?
Yeah.
It's been a while, man. I think I was applying for a job years ago. That's when I got tested for COVID.
During COVID, I had just looking at my cassettes now and I tested COVID almost every 2 days. I had to test for COVID.
Now, I know some mentors who like...
Sorry? Remember, I work in that field. I was working in that field.
The medical field.
I was working in that field, so I had to regularly test. I had to regularly test for COVID during those days.
I know guys, well, even girls that do this, like, fine, by abantu abaningi by sabu test. So what they do, they ask whoever they're sleeping with to go and get tested. so when I go shop, would you let me shop?
Sexually transmitted negativities.
Exactly. Later, negative reinforcement. But yeah, people don't know that like medically that's actually.
But towards the weekend, our sales of our HIV test kits are quite just like the sales of our morning afters.
And condoms.
They all go up.
And let's think of some condom.
Yes. Those are the least. Those are the least. But our savings because Kelly population is not cool that much.
Okay.
So clearly our savings.
But pull it out.
But there's now like different
type shit
forms of contraceptives though.
But your body now you pull out.
I think I'm pulling it out actually. You pull it out.
No, don't say the same thing.
I'm
Is it going to serve the Democratic Party though? Is it going to save the Democratic Party?
No.
I'll see. You see how it goes.
Because the conference about convention is this month, is this coming month.
Yeah.
That's when they will come up with their front runner.
Yeah.
You never saying those who Kamala
Harris.
But
so
then
people
policy said there's need. Unensi said there's need to open up for anyone and everyone.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So people are confusing his endorsement for the fact that means Kamala Harris is now the Democratic nominee. She's not. Yeah.
They're still to decide.
Guys, this is a really
but would she be strong enough then to face Trump?
But
I doubt it.
But is the trick thing?
Doubt.
Because Hillary was strong.
Trump will form pedestal. Because
Hillary, remember, won the popular vote and lost the college vote.
You can go to Hillary is not like Trump. Why am
So Hillary is still in the mix if you want. They were throwing in Michelle Obama's name here and there. So we'll see how that goes.
Michelle can actually rock, eh?
Yeah, she could.
Plus, you as my clothes. I mean, I think
yeah, Michelle Obama wears my clothes. Yeah, but no, the shit part about it, it's not like people are putting Donald Trump on a pedestal, but Kamala Harris hasn't had strong political history. If you look at her CV.
Because she's fucking white dude, bro. You niggas are so shallow.
No, but besides that,
Trump
if you
is fucking 18-year-olds, man.
I guess so, but I'm saying remove Trump from the equation and put Kamala Harris as a
But
Democratic
listen,
nominee.
Trump never had that big political career or whatever over Hillary, but he still won. So it really doesn't matter, does it?
So you really can't rule out people. It's just I want to go because into Zangali.
Because remember, there's.
But
remember,
I think we can. The same reason why some people rule out Trump because of his history of fucking 18-year-old girls.
Yeah.
You know.
But everyone who children are blind most of the time. They need to do umchite nyongena ungelanda.
Umpatele 40 scored.
But you guys are not nice. Guys are not
But
nice.
the 40K
man.
is
Don't do
is for the lobola, or the 40K to stop being a.
To stop being a hoe. No, I know. You can't stop breaking, bruh.
Nah, but people are going to say you guys are being,
Being white.
Being
the
white.
M word. Because how did you prove she's a hoe?
I was finishing his sentence.
I mean, my son never had an
What
H
were
word.
you going to say?
Whatever I was going to say.
No, I'll say it because it's actually a narrative that was there on Twitter. Doesn't mean that I subscribe to it.
But she's she. Because the problem is that ifuna ubona unkazana ogeza angavela
Exactly, ngageza.
afaki install wiki yakhe seliho.
Also, legit. All right, let's look at the situation.
Cotton.
Let's look at it. No. Senator Nzima
White material ifuna laba ababele style nekathandaza la.
Yeah.
You mean
Kumeka meme lana empaba
I
ngasiphi.
got Rebecca Malope mdala. Box card. Yeah.
Anti-Jess.
so just because Hillary is fly, bro, you niggas are gonna say she's.
I know, but let's go deeper into it. For example, let's say someone like
Deeper, you say?
Pokelo. Yeah, it must be really deep.
There's an echo.
I can hear it. I can hear the echo.
Yeah. Anyway, look
The
at.
lady looks here disapprove.
Nah,
Yes,
so
by the way, guys, we
I
have,
know they're letting us
The lady
cook.
looks
we have your
disapprove.
friend, your lovely friend. She pulled up on us. She blew up our comment section. Dog.
In it, bruv. In it.
When the
In it, bruv.
You know your comment section. High comment section, yeah, you have
They're not your friends.
Why you talking
They're
like
not your
that?
friends.
Why you talking like that?
Why is Kuma isn't debating?
I come from a place limited. Hi, when are you cooked? You cooked.
One
You left
by
no
one.
crumbs.
Cook them. One by one.
I cooked
Hey,
shame.
next one.
Another thing, my accent is actually not forced. I actually have this accent.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what you mean by forced, but just to clear those two things out. Other than that, we're
what I
chilling, we're
heard
cool.
about accents, son.
Yeah.
What I heard, because Tina, as some of us we date internationally.
You date? I thought you were married.
International koelas.
Okay.
You know, on that level. But what I heard is that in some countries, it's not like an accent if like Australia, UK, America. When you speak to people in that land, in your Zimbabwean accent, they literally may not understand what you're saying.
True.
In as much as you're speaking in English.
Yeah.
Utin.
Yeah.
You know?
What you say?
Well, to be fair, to just pick up on that, they say her just to highlight that you don't have the accent. So it's not utabaguzwa.
Oh.
They can hear
So
you. No, they can hear you fine and well because the English
Okay.
words are the English words. And actually, the accent from Zimbabwe is the one that's not the strongest.
Yeah.
So they can hear that. Nigeria,
Of course.
But Mina, on the comment section things, I feel
Tongue, I
sometimes.
forget Australia. Forget David had many wives.
David had many.
I feel like sometimes my comments and people they have nothing else to do. Like when I imagine running a figure, they wanna be seen, they wanna be, you know.
Yeah.
Far away comment, even if they have nothing really to say. But it's okay, we still need the engagement. You know? So for my comments anyway. If when you don't know something and you're not there, doesn't mean it's a lie. Some of us actually experience. We experience life. I experience life. I experience life, bro. So when I say things that I've experienced and you don't, come on, go live a little out there.
Yeah, and if I was going to choose the accent, I promise you I wouldn't choose this one. Out of all the accents I've heard in the world, I would not choose this one. This one would not be the first one I would choose. However,
In
The
it,
one
bruv.
that you have.
it's the one I've
It's the one that
got.
you have.
I look over in it. I don't do that.
In it, bruv.
I don't speak that
If you
way.
see that show now on that audio, that show now on like, it's cold. In it, bruv. In it.
No. I mean, the accent that I normally speak in when I'm actually like, you wouldn't be able to understand me. So I have to come with this one
All right.
to be understandable.
Because I know like kulambanda manje ngama Irish, bruh, like where you won't even hear a
good at
word
code
of
switching.
what to say.
You have to be.
Mike.
I stay in Scotland, and most people don't like the Scottish accent, so you wouldn't be able to understand me at all. So this is the mid.
It's just a funny language, that one.
Difference
Abantu
between this
Scotland bayazi ngenxa begoogla.
Irish lady. Oh yeah,
But it's Scotch whiskey.
Yeah,
man.
you can come at me
You
on
know
the-
what? There's a
Bafana
very
be
Glen
Edinburgh.
18, but power.
Ibabafana be-Edinburgh. Scotland, you have no absolutes, no buts, if or maybes.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
serious. I'm serious.
That's
Don't be
Liverpool.
about
That's
it.
Liverpool. That's Liverpool. That's not if buts, yeah. No, if buts and maybes.
It's more sidetrack, guys.
Just absolutes.
There's a question that I wanted to ask all of you. A very, very short question.
Yeah.
So, manam buze. All of us.
Yeah.
Right. So let's say uhlala lo mfazi wakho endlini, hani? Selingenela like a robber comes in. I'm robber civil. And besides, like, you know those fucked up guys abacabanga abanengqondo ezimbi. So he at gunpoint he has sex with your wife or your girlfriend and he forces you to watch. So whilst they are quailing and the item jumps out and then she puts it back inside. Right.
Vuyi ubhekani khona lapha.
So what's the operating is indenge nje yaphuma yena bese umfazi wakhe bese ibisela phakathi. When all this is over and the guy is done and is gone, like will the vibe between the two of you be the same?
But baby, basidlile wena.
You remember that story?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, basidlile. That's why I have to
It's
be
still
armed,
rape.
bro.
It is still rape.
Because when that person is about to come, you can out your weapon. Pause.
All right.
Ungawuthi nakushiya kwenzakale. Ungawuthi.
But when Maforty, do you think like the vibe between the two of you, like after that, like
That's gonna be messed up, bro.
gonna be a bit for a bit? You might need a bit of therapy, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. You trauma.
No, the reason why I'm asking that is because like the same day when I saw that, it was on Twitter. I also saw like someone tweeting, "Guti, there's so many people that have been raped who are so ashamed of those experiences because they had orgasms." I mean, as someone who has been ignorant before, I always thought that rape and like it's physically impossible for you to come. But it turns out that it's actually a thing that happens, obviously, with women, I guess. Like, you've got so much shame around that ordeal that...
You won't even say you came.
Yeah, you can't even recall it. You even suppress the memory because you had an orgasm. Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's how messed up the anatomy is, because your vagina doesn't know that this is forceful. You don't want this or whatever. So it's an appendage that just when it gets stimulated, things happen. No. So yeah, it's messed up, but that's just how life happens, and that's how the cookie crumbles.
Type.
I mean, that umchita ndo ngawurepa lawe.
Fana lawe uchele nomano yabongekho attracted to linga, you know.
Babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, those things are physical, bro. It's going to react unless ngavele uvele.
But on that Vuyi thing, this is a guy who recorded his wife's confession. That was there on social media. Umchita recorded him asking the lady how many times with the dude and stuff like that.
Yeah, shit, that
in my mind, I'm like, okay, what are your thoughts on the matter? The lady cheats, the guy say I record her, and then post on social media. I mean, come on, I don't know.
I think ulokuzenini lecturer wethu how we win something to do with psychology, whatever shit. He used to tell us never make a decision when you're too excited or when you are angry or cool. Just always wait to be normal. Because whatever decision that you're gonna make, won't be right. So I'm sure maybe we're to discover then wasenza the first thing if you get kind of like, which is stupid because chances are and now we know your wife is
no, exactly.
Could have just relaxed.
And apparently the 12-year-old child was not his, right?
Hey, in the mix and like you're just dramatizing into as private. Just just pick a sheet or pick a sheet.
Yeah.
No need for that.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
Okay.
I don't agree. I just think if you're the one that's cheating, you don't get to decide how then I deal with it. If I feel like I need to record you and put it online, that's how I'm going to cope. If then we look stupid later on, it's your fault, honestly.
Yeah.
Because you don't get to tell me how I should get over the fact when I was wrong. Let's just talk about that.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think it's very easy to be like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. Hey, what. But you've cheated.
You chose.
Only 12 years. Do you know how long 12 years is?
Yeah.
Since I figure out 18. Kanye West was like at least at 18 years.
Just 12 years. What pick out the church?
Look at that. When you tell 12
That's
years.
a wild example, bro.
12 years.
That's a wild example, bro.
But I'm not coming from a perspective yokuthi umuntu ocheatileyo nguyesisi ochi victim yesisithi reactor so mina ngikhuluma ngeperspective yathi lapha ababukeli ukuthi it's not a good look on both of you. Asazi njalo.
Wena is the audience entertainer kudluli. Wena ubambelani.
Entertain and move on, yeah.
Hey.
Get entertained and move on. Leave your stupid comment and go.
Tino makhelwane like esihlala apartment next door lani. Sebesingekho part of love making yena. But siyakwanisa comment asithi abathi headboard yeni isusene emdulini. You know, we can say that because Tina said, but guys, you see. So Tina as third parties, is right what is coming, especially as every.
No, yeah, definitely.
And Tina ma comments that it's better lizenzeli lodwa ngani
Bro, you remind me
because
of
celebs, bro, come on.
So you're not
celebs,
this
you.
situation I was in.
Now they are, bro.
The cottage I'm telling you on, there's a cottage I used to stay, and there's another girl was in another cottage, right? So the thing, the chair, so that David and Karen at skip and Yamuram or Chirac, messing him, I think go over the bread, I check that rate you and use senior rate and I was only. So there's that drink that also do also, but it's okay, rate you was that. Says, I don't want to hear that shit.
So say Iraq.
Yeah, I want to hear that shit.
But on this particular story.
At least radio and music suits me, so yeah. You were saying?
On this particular one, I think like there's two ways to look at it.
Yeah.
Right. There's the aspect of him recording it. If you're a person like, and if you read the story, like it's actually quite sad. I don't think she was doing much. Like essentially, she was like, that kind of wife. Like Gcinwe, I think why I'm taking a little more than like literally like you've got a specific role in our dynamic, right? And it's been like that for years for the duration of our marriage. I have given all of myself to you. I go to work, and to give you the life that I think you deserve. And, obviously you've taken advantage of that and, you've thrown it back in my face. So, as far as dignity is concerned, it doesn't really matter to him whether people see him a certain way. To him, in so, he's saying that, look, with the way I'm feeling now, rather I don't go, I'm not going down alone. Skamasonke. Now, in as much as it was something that normally, better Gabi's are like families, her family and his, and then they try as much. You know how African families they'll sweep it under the rug. They'll say, after a while.
It's really spaining, I get.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But he was like, this is actually quite fucked up. To him, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to him like how society out there sees. He already sees himself to some extent maybe as a failure. Now, the reason why I say so is because look at the question that he was asking. And those questions, I think, were very important. I think if any of you have been in any position, like Jolera, bro, you get... I think I'm
No, the thing is, I think from that thing when you're saying somebody's been working hard to give somebody else the life that they deserve. What you find, what a lot of therapists say, don't quote me, this is not fact, but it's something I've observed.
How quote
And
you?
a
Because
lot
don't you
of-
the one that's
and a
saying?
lot of therapists have said, right, that when you have that dynamic where one person goes to work and one person stays at home, it never works. Something always goes wrong.
And it's not
Somebody
guaranteed
always-
that
yeah,
she's
somebody
going to be at
always-
home, like, closing her legs the entire time, waiting for you to
Exactly.
come in the afternoon.
And the thing is,
in the
like,
evening.
women are like, you know, they need attention and stuff. And imagine if you're going to work and you're stressed, then you're not able to then pour into that cup. Then she's probably going to look for somebody else, which I don't think is right. But, you know, when you don't get something from someone and you have a lot of time, you end up going to other avenues, which isn't fair. But I still agree with
But
them. If you wanted to post it, fair enough.
boss and colleague. She would still need
Yeah, I believe my fault. When if cheating, if you
Either
is
way.
within you, my guy.
Either way.
In whatever situation that you're gonna be in.
Umuntu vele kusegazini uyamfly umusa eDubai usamthengela impahla efike eTunis imember
What you check
yanethi.
remember? Some people are just natural born
They're just
bitches.
natural to uyamfly out.
Fly out
wherever.
Yeah, I think a baby is umuntu odayisa ingubo.
You cannot stop break before. You cannot stop break.
Imagine ufly business class lefe yabona.
Ukhamisa eDubai. Lingene ku Louis Vuitton lapha na ahlabisa umuntu othengisayo iLouis Vuitton.
Wena umthengela.
Unomthengisa. You see, so it's not guaranteed.
Akula formula ukuthi kumele
Akula
lonke
formula,
lemsebenzi
yes.
kumele lonke lihlale endlini.
Yeah.
Ngam
Now,
umtene
the second point that I was going to make was on abantu abaningi were like, hi, why are you interviewing the chick, bro? Just leave her. But I think he deserves that kind of closure, man. Like, mela bekwazi ukuthi, hi, la yenzani? La yenza ngaphi? La yenza kanjani?
Phambi
These are-
kwethu. Mina ngikusola.
I know, no, obviously not phambi kwethu. But remember, Tina is for entertainment. Ufana let you be life. My life, your TV. Yabo. So really, like, our job is not to judge, it's to be entertained. And I think, like, when he was releasing this, he kind of knew that.
We are going to be entertained.
We're going to be entertained.
we're gonna
were,
comment.
okay. Yeah. So, yeah. I think whatever question that he had to ask about their dealings and her side, dude, he had every right to ask. So he gets that closure. He gets those answers.
Well, on that, moving on, and we are talking about asking questions. South Africans are asking a very serious question.
South Africans sometimes, man.
Miss Universe South Africa.
Those people, man, sometimes like, yazi nxa sembathanda so
Yeah, let's
disappointed
stay
nje.
out of women business. Maske sike labafazi basitshele ukuthi. what do
Miss
they think?
Universe. what are your views? on
Actually, Miss
Universe?
South Africa, right?
Miss-
Not Universe, South Africa.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Miss South Africa.
Well, we
Oh,
stand
okay, sorry.
corrected.
Fact
Stand
checker, we're going
corrected.
to eat
Is
us
it
out.
Miss SA, Miss Universe or Miss Universe SA?
It should be Miss SA, bro.
Okay, all right.
Is it?
No. You're right. It is Miss SA.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
early into the year like this, Miss
Early in
Universe
the year.
come.
It's late in the year, bro.
Nah, according to their calendar, bro. Khona beyaqala
And
ukwenza
we're done.
bo-Miss.
Okay, so anyway,
Universe,
what are your thoughts? If you can give us a background, Ralph.
Oh, okay. So there's this girl contestant here, Miss SA this year, who's of Nigerian descent, but she's a South African citizen. And then the people in the comments are saying she must be disqualified because she doesn't represent South Africans. So into leyana yasiqalisa ke discourse as usual.
Of course.
Everyone is
Obviously,
a professional.
obviously.
Ngenkinto.
Yeah. But Tabo Chris Excel.
Indosa.
When you look at this, South Africa likes to fight battles that are unnecessary. When you look at football, if you look at like people like Saka and Jude Bellingham and things like that, they're of other like descents, but they play for England. If they can do that, why can't you do that? If you're disqualifying her because you're like, okay, she doesn't look like a South African, or what is a South African? A black woman, right? Is she a black woman and she's a South African citizen? Wouldn't you say she represents South Africa if she's been there and she knows like Usigo and things like that and she knows all those things? Or is it because she is Nigerian? Because once you hear Nigerian, and then this is where you're going to, instead of just looking at, does this person actually embody South Africa? Do they know South Africa? Do they know our values? Do they value them? Yeah, well, there's more to something than just somebody's ethnic
Sound,
background?
ethnic background. But who's one about who talent dangerous on South Africa?
There's an
Right?
Asian in that thing, bro.
Yeah.
And they're not even
We are
talking.
even going
There's a
like
white person
Not
there.
even Asian.
There's an Indian.
Because we know Indians
Sesisiya
are
kachana,
part
guys.
of their
Sesisiya
history.
kachana, guys.
But Asian lilane lokuthi maybe umuntu we-Japan.
Now
or
we are
we-Korea
going too
or
far. We are
we-China.
going too far.
That kind of Asian.
We are going too
Asian.
far. Their World Cup winning rugby team had a mother. Oh, sorry. Hey. Oh, hey. Had this guy with the surname called Mutawarir. Right? That's not a South African surname. Mwanga Mutawarir. Mwanga.
Upissed off.
Upissed Mwanga. No. Other no kufune upissed
But just that
kufune
thing
Churchill.
ngibukele rugby since rugby sorry isekwele cricket ngabona umember we-India lesibongo sako Dube nje. I kid you.
Maybe they say it in a
That's what I
different
kid
way.
you.
Kwena
Dog.
Dupe or something. I don't know.
Nah, bro.
Utendai is Zimbabwean.
Yeah.
They will say South African. Tendai Mutawari is South African. And yet Cherry Law, they are saying he's not South African.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, but this is where you see the xenophobic tendencies of South African citizens.
Yeah.
Where they pick and choose who is up for
When
picking
you
at
choose them.
or things
You
like
go back
that.
down.
Yeah.
I think you go back down. Like you go back down in Monday.
I think it's just
Down.
yeah, well, on some level, but I think okunye ibuhlungu nje just, I think our generation is fighting battles that were not fought properly, and it's not fair. Yeah, well,
Abalaland, Tinas lie.
don't say that.
Abalaland, they don't own South Africa. So yeah.
Well,
They can't fight the white. They can't fight the white minority running South Africa. So they rather fight other Africans in here. You can't be
Yeah.
fighting someone who would go and miss South Africa when I don't even have a job. Come on, you have better things to be fighting for.
Yeah.
There are better things to be fighting for. No, it's just my view.
It's your opinion, fair
yeah,
enough, and that stands. I don't agree with it. And I just think if this lady, this girl,
Asake Winnie.
well, yeah, that, and also, why do they need to disclose Gutumuntu Velanga? If you're a South African citizen, aren't you just a South African citizen?
No, even this. The name is Nigerian and the surname is Nigerian.
Oh, so that's how they caught on.
Yeah,
But I
here's the thing.
suppose the
but
point
there's a Chinese, but there's a Chinese lady also.
Yeah.
There's a Chinese lady also vying for this sport.
Yeah, but Africans like to fight amongst Africans. We want to be the best African. Do you get what I mean?
I suppose
Yeah,
so,
there's
yeah.
that thing. Yoguti vele wena, why are you here? Go back to your country. Where it's like, we're all African.
Maybe looking out about the Nigerians have got the big D and South Africans don't have the big D. Maybe that's where it's stemming from.
Yo, mina ngikho lapho.
Now on this particular one.
Context is important.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
just to uba devil's advocate, uba justify. Kono kana ukuthi kule propaganda le ehambayo ukuthi
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Abantu
or
abathanda,
let's
man.
say foreigners, mainly
Yeah.
Nigerians, are causing South Africans the most problems.
In terms of
Especially-
moral decay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Illegal ones.
Yeah.
Yibabathengisa some drugs, yibabenza all these kinds of
We're
things.
not justifying it, but we're
Trafficking,
saying
we're
that
not
among
justifying, yeah.
themselves.
Kule
When they're
narrative
saying ukuthi how in
enjalo,
Nigerian lady.
Even
They're like,
Zimbabweans.
bra Nigerians
Ah,
are a
vele even
problem.
umuntu lwana bekuthiwa maybe ngumZimbabwean.
It's
So
really
it's
the
gonna be a
same thing.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
So vele
Yeah.
there's always that. Then you take it even to sports.
Yeah.
Game here, South Africa, Nigeria always brings some attention.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's always that thing. Ukuthi ke ngani kule tension vele ikhona.
Yeah.
Then also announcing danger, then people fail to be rational.
Yeah.
They just.
Yeah. But
Although
it's
not a
a
justification, they're being stupid.
it's a very sad state of affairs.
South African,
Yeah.
but they are choosing to target. You could Julius Malema ukuthi self-hate.
Yeah.
Bekele kumvotela khona, but
Yeah.
he's right, bro. Because you can't
Yeah.
be mad at Vuyi for being a garden boy or working at KFC to kuthathela umsebenzi wakho, while white people who came from wherever are owning the entire Cape Town. Billion. Asithi ngabo Rupert net worth yazivalwa ngama-US dollar, not even rands, bro. And they're South African. And when you're choosing to focus on the wrong things.
Yeah. Rupert is officially the richest man in Africa now.
And
Yeah. But on this particular point, and now having put into account Nigerians vela kusabantu abathandiweyo, there's a bit of double standards to it. South Africa is a rainbow nation until rainbow nation kwakhona, like it now needs to be effected. For example, she was born in Nigeria. She's a South African citizen now. As far as citizenship is concerned, she's just as South African as Ikiwa, who is a descendant of people that came from Netherlands, or an Indian in Durban who's a descendant of Indians that came from, India or wherever. Yeah, one. So it's now like double standards, bro. Like why like on this particular one, sesingenela umuntu omnyama wakhona.
uyalenzile le mjiyo
Uyalenzile le mjini.
Nigeria.
Now, if you then analyze even deeper, like go deeper into this, and there's no.
You really like going deep.
No, very. Yeah, we must not just.
There's no big 3.
Ah,
It's just big and there's video.
It's
proof.
just. Wow, man. Anyway, let me cook.
Yeah.
Let me cook. If you look it up, man, even in human history, there's no ethnicity that is so fixated on nationality like black people. Amakiwa, where they came from, even them right now, when you speak about it, the system of borders is not something that's enforced. Look at the EU and stuff like that, bro. Like, you can go from country to country without even using a passport.
Cafe, like there's a cafe in this. That's
Exactly. Now,
Yeah, ngikhuluma le members. Jane funge fike Amsterdam.
Hey, bruh.
Like,
do you know there's people? Think of abangani bakho nje abase Poland, bro, who are just always like, namhlanje ngivuka ngathi ngifunga, I want to go to another country, and they do it. They're able to do it. Now, the funniest thing is that the system of borders in Africa was never there. It was never a thing.
You created a Berlin conference.
It was created at the Berlin conference when they were doing something called the Scramble for Africa. They divided our continent for us. And what they've done, and it's so ironic because where they come from, they don't even do that. But Tina, they've instilled a system within us whereby Tina we care, my guy. Tina we care with high when the funniest thing is
fanele even la khona lapha eZimbabwe wena uyaphuma ka race la and you be mad ukuthi ubone kulomuntu eshona speaking person betonga bethi ngambe khona ngalo like bro
the funniest thing is that we've got
there are
every
people actually made ukuthi kugcila amashona la
exactly
like abazondileyo
the worst part about it is that we've got every reason not to adopt a system yama borders. For example, if you go to certain dialects in South Africa and go to certain dialects in Kenya, bro, some of the words are exactly the same. Even as in Ndebele there's a shona and fine shona sibaqala nje amashona lathi asiqala ama ezamandebele, but there's words that we share. Where there's an R, it becomes an L, and vice versa. It's just an example, but it's not within us as far as the system of Ubuntu is concerned. This whole nitpicking would right when I are a Nigerian, when I are a Zimbabwean, no, bro, like we are African, all of us. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter what I'm now fine or I'm of Nigerian descent. But I just feel like I'm always worried when South Africans like go low when it comes to like certain things as far as xenophobia is concerned. Obviously, we then analyze and find out where it comes from. But it's always very, very discomforting because I'm like, guys, I hope you guys can see that this is a colonial concept. This was never part of our identity as African people.
Yeah, exactly. I think everyone is just scared.
You cooked. Yeah,
Thank you.
No, absolutely. Because I think I want to wear Saba just to be, colonized again. So, you see other people coming in and you think they're coming to take over. Well, she's going to go and be Miss South Africa. What's next? Are they going to take over football? So I think you just let them have it as long as they're not burning people like they do with Zimbabweans. But,
Botswana does it also. Like, Botswana has issues with the Zimbabweans. Like,
Really?
when the issue my ID and what. So it was a good idea. The two presidents spoke about it, right? But the parliament, no, akuyenzi. So Africa, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's really wrong with us. It's not my issues. I'm a
Yeah, Africa kuna issues. Like, we can't really say they should.
We should stop blaming colonization because it's colonization. We're past that now.
Okunye lakho, but guys, lighting up, we are to blame because now president of Zimbabwe, if you're mismanaging your country and then you
People move,
fight
yeah,
for
yeah.
Uti Vuyi and then your people go there and cause problems. So I think Europe,
But it's going to South Africa
Europe,
becoming
you can-
a cook who's in the kitchen a problem, really.
yeah, bro.
Okay.
Ungasuke Germany, Netherlands, really, there's nothing that you're changing because both the economies are functional. But when also get say South Africa, so say 70 Apple Pay, yeah,
And that's good still. And that's good because it goes back to our fiscal budget,
let's just fix our affairs first and then just couldn't mind about amabhoda. then kuyabe sokushapa.
Aye.
Because I understand where those people abangafuni abantu babuye emazweni abo. eBotswana i-currency stable, bro. Lina lengathi asafuni ama-passports eningena ama-ID. Liyasuka lonke la
we made that country. Like, all our foreign currency was used in Botswana 2007, 2008. All the USD we're using in Botswana. We built that country. So we built that country.
Let's fix our country.
We have good people, Zimbabweans, well educated in good positions in South Africa, making sure that country runs smooth. Because when they can't, drive BMW, Queen.
Yeah.
Right? And then obviously there are those outliners, like what prisoner outliners. There are always those guys that are up to no good to bad.
Yeah.
But oh well.
Wow. No one actually always speaks about outliers, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Give the dread man.
It is the eye.
Give the dread man.
It is the eye. It is the eye. But I'm not hearing Swaziland complaining that Queen of 2 million. Their new queen.
Who are they going to complain to, bro? Who are they going to complain to?
Elizwen like. You know, there was this comedian who said, this is no longer called Swaziland. We are now calling it Eswatini. But Eswatini means Swaziland. He just decided to change the language from Swaziland to Swatini. But yeah, he paid 2 million to Zuma. Zuma is making money, bro.
Zuma is making cash, bro.
She's like 21, right?
So you people were busy here in Zimbabwe debating about 40K for Hillary.
Now Omunye paid 2 million.
And it wasn't just a plain 2 million, bro. That is a company.
And she's 21, and she's like 21. Yeah. Maybe leave V6. Remember, community 40K line is too much for Munda V6.
Oh,
maybe I'm just saying. Yeah. Hey, you only marry a V6. What's a V6? He's only allowed to marry a V6.
What is a V6?
A virgin.
A virgin.
Oh,
absolutely. He's only allowed to marry a virgin.
I heard about that and I was like, imagine ulala lokhulu abantu and there's akukhwela like immediately.
Are you age shaming?
I'm not age shaming. I just don't think that's what she would want for herself.
It's like 50 something.
He's like 57.
He's 50 something.
I mean, I think she's winning.
What?
Between the two of them, only one of them is a king.
So the law in Swaziland, for last time when I was speaking to those guys, when I was there for the readings, they were saying, for you to be king, you need to be the only child. Like, there can't be a young sister, there can't be a young brother. You need to be the only child for you to be king. So all his wives, as far as I'm concerned, they have more than one child. So maybe Lapa says, try and see.
Oh, is this what he's trying to achieve?
I would think so, because he has spent years not marrying. He has spent some years not marrying, if I'm not mistaken. He has spent years not marrying, because the last time I was there, he didn't marry the girl. His son married.
Doesn't he have like something like 17 wives?
Yeah, but he's no longer marrying like Lokana every year. He's no longer doing that.
I think his dad was the one who was actually crazy. Low has been low key. But
because normally towards
his father was
end of August, that's when he actually marries. End of August, that's the time for him to get married. Zuma got a royal blood or something like that.
Yeah,
he's of royal blood, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
So those guys who killed AKA related to Zuma. Yes. Just went.
Oh, then that's what. How?
People wired the money. Ngama nephews ka Zuma. Our imali yani 800K like 200K. Yeah. La media vela kuseko.
Wow. Yeah, think about it. No one talked about it,
bro.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
And yeah, you thought AK was a big deal.
I was about even lento yake MK party. No one wakes up at minutes in the party and tell them vote on.
You know the funniest thing about MK, the funniest thing about
EFF, bro.
Check, MK is so
party that has been there for 10 years.
Yeah.
But we are shy overnight, bro.
So Zuma is a big deal there.
And on top of that, he's still an ANC member, by the way. Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's also marrying, no?
Come on, Zuma. To how many wives?
There's a new one.
Yeah, oh yeah, he recently got married. Yeah.
Another one.
Yes,
another one, thank you.
Wow.
A youngster, man. How old is that girl, man? She's a lighty, plan.
Also, Ngagungu Zuma is a lighty, but Ngagungu King Swatini what?
Nguzuma,
He actually moves like a king there, bro.
He does, bruh.
Ngumsholozi
like
bro
a
lana.
king, yeah.
Ngumsholozi nomshini
He
wakhe.
moves like the monarch.
Lo
babe.
mshini wakhe.
But 40K, man, 40K is, I would say it's a lot.
Ah,
But,
well,
No,
guys,
2 million no 40K like which one is a lot?
Manini, let me take you back to school.
Eh.
As the theory, I know try
2 million
utilitarian theory.
is slightly higher than 40K.
Utilitarian theory.
Yep.
So the theory says,
Slightly, yeah. Almost like
in
way
as
higher,
much
so.
as
Medium.
a dollar is a dollar, like go objectives, $1 there. To me, that $1 can do a lot.
It's
To someone else, imali yokujikela umuntu ocela eTarian.
Yeah.
Yabo? So i-theory nelana ithi ukuthi in as much as imali, of course it's 40,000, you can't like argue ukuthi ayila value. Ile value efana nayo 40,000. But to umuntu ole 400 million, i-40,000 uyathipa ngayi-strip. To i-street kid, i-40,000 is life changing, bro. Suthenga indlu, suthenga imoto.
Sithenga igulweni.
So use So in theory, I think
I
in
could.
this, yeah, you could. in this thing, in this ndaba kaHilary, I think in theory applies.
So
Because to everyone in Zimbabwe, because do we get a 40,000? So I think we wish we could stumble upon 40,000.
So there's a video I was watching. There's
But
a
to
video.
that guy, remember Valentine, I think he bought a 60 or 70K car.
Oh, okay.
So
So
and
very,
70,000 in the UK. So this is someone who has a lot of money, bro. So 40,000 to him
was nothing.
was nothing. So at the phone, like a change the value, umuntu lo asefuna uhlala la asemthanda. Uyamvalue njani? It's just like me. Ngawutshela imali engayibhadalayo eyami lobola. Le net worth yami there was, you see, I had to go out of my way. So
Yeah.
it's like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't just gonna pay like $100 malenza inate cotton. I had you. So like for him, he really had to, cause 40,000 we are value na le. Tinesi faga go 40,000.
There's a video I was watching, right? This guy said, if you are given 10 million today, you're not a millionaire. We're just a person with $10 million, right? What let's say ule 5 million, and we give you 15 million. Your brain will not work. It will only start working when you've squandered that money to 5 million, because that's where your brain works. But if you have 10 million bucks and we give you $1 million, that million is going to rise to 10 million because your brain only activates to 10 million. I hope that makes sense. I hope that so I think that's what you're pushing through, Guti. That's how but 40K, what would I do with 40K?
Drake.
40, imagine, Maforty with 40.
Of course, Drake babengavunywa but there's one who actually leaked. It's that guy flew here, I think was to UK. Like the entire thing, I think it was close to 80 or 100K. Just for that girl to just fly out here, Drake, so uyabona into engitsho yena le ukuthi komunye umuntu
no le mali yakhona
imali
no le mali yakhona
Khares ngeweekend ledlule uDrake wakhona lo hamba emuseum wathenga imoto lena kodwa uje uTupac nge2 million. And I umuntu vele who doesn't, because he's worth like $1 billion now.
Yeah.
So he doesn't care about money. So imagine the same Drake as ethanda unkazana kuthiwe lobola uyakhipha malini. Even 100 M's, you can literally say 100 million unkazana. So githi tonight it will be a wow moment. But we
abazali bankazana bathabile abazali bankazana bathi 40 mwana wangu aenda for 40,000 bathi bafile bra
you're trying to process this thing.
Hater.
Bethabela umdidi. Take 40,000 US dollars for Hilary Makhaya.
You're trying to process this ngelihlo lomuntu ongazi.
Ningeni isikotho sakhe
Ngela mali.
Yes, I hear you. I hear you.
Kulomunye umuntu right kare sithi uhambe deep makhaya le uthwele receipt yakhe ecotton eyizolo siqeda urock ekhangela $875 ethi phela nathi mali le sithi besinathi ethi hayibo i-calabash $2 amagrocery kanabeli senzana esale ngela nkani
enje bakhala phasha bomnyango wonke phela la
phela leza vele izinatha la imbuzi ezithe but who is like bro we're just having fun like so imali vele will never view imali okufana nayo.
I hear that. Now here's my point. Let me cook one
So
small.
vela kwe-virginity lokuthi
We have cooked you. We have
it's not
cooked you.
like the girl was worth the money. No, no.
one bangane bami. Sorry.
Perspective
Maza,
amakhipha imali.
Lapha likathi one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do
go
you
ahead.
understand that in this context, the very fact that we're discussing this makes it an anomaly?
Is it?
It's
No, it
news
makes it
when-
normally to us,
Yeah,
but
ubona
within
abantu
their
bela
society
izinto.
sokujwayekile.
now
Within their circle sokujwayekile. Like within their githi thina
very good. Maningi nathi
githi
manje.
thina kuyasimangalisana, but within their circle maybe sokujwayekile kwento lokho.
Maforty-
Maybe abangani bakhe abanye abangani ngama-50 ngama-25 ngama-30
That's good. That's nice.
Besikhuluma last week ngokuthi kuthiwa izeki yatshaya idili le-40 million. So umuntu nxa kuwumuntu okhathele idili lona leli.
Now what-
I-40,000 ikuyini bro?
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Eyikhipha vele.
I'm not taking that away from us. And I'm also agreeing with you that no, the reason why we are up in arms is because we don't have that 40K to give to someone as lobola. Right.
Had we had that money, we were going
Yeah,
to be singing a
obviously.
different tune.
Whether she's a virgin or not, bro, we don't care. But the fact is, it's a declaration of my love for you.
Yeah.
To me, as far as the money that I have, you're worth 40K, so I'm going to give you 40K.
Exactly. That's
Exactly.
what I was saying. Yeah.
Hey.
Now sesizwisisana.
Sesizwisisana. But Nguti still, when you look at African custom, because we're talking about the 1% here. When you're referring to them as their as their community,
Yeah.
it's the 1%.
Okay.
The 1% can never be a benchmark for us to measure what African society as a whole practices.
But the 1% cannot, but 99% cannot disturb. Ukuthi abafukwenza ngemali yabo.
No, I
1%
get it. Imali yabo
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
So again, Ralph's point still stands.
Yeah.
But
So what's
still,
your point?
My point is 40K is still a lot as far as lobola is concerned, because aqali namtu kulotshola phela umuntu. Aqali ngaye.
We literally just spoke about 2 million now. 2 million rand is how much, bro? Because I think 56,000
A
is
million is 50K, so yeah, it's 100K.
abalobalana ngama-2 million egoli phela
But ulotshelwe ngubani?
Yeah, but Ulochelwe, you remember when you were saying that
1%.
40K is 100 cows, right?
Yeah.
So low 2 million, Ulochelwe get 2 million and 100 cows. 100 cattle.
Right, yeah.
Eh. So
So wena vele point yakho ayikho vele.
Ipoint ikhona
Mana
Maforty.
sikufakira isound.
Hayi, usuganga bona lapho. Ipoint yakho ingomnjani ngoba zeganga lapho Maforty. I hear you, and
Yeah.
that's why I first agreed with what you guys are saying.
Okay.
And but remember, this is news that is being read by us,
Okay.
the 99%.
All right.
And we're talking about it to the 99%.
Okay.
Which is why, to me, it's gonna be weird. If I was in a position, Maforty,
Yeah.
if I was in a position whereby I had millions, like these guys have, to lobola someone, best believe, my guy, whether she's got a child, whether she's definitely not a virgin, whether ule body count umdala 100, whether she's a porn star, just khonokana ukuthi imali yakho ngilaya ngizayibhadala. But still, it's not a reflection on her as an individual. Mina look and sit high, chill. We Hillary ndoda. Many stories like I'm saying. It's zonke laba siyazazi. We've heard about them.
You've heard, have you seen?
But okunye Jay,
Hey.
No, now you're grasping at straws, man.
I'm asking.
okunye ngevalue oyifaka emuntwini, bro. Wena as a person, umember lona ukuthi maybe ila advertisement emhawuke isikhathi sonke. Wayeli simple. Kufanele la guys. Oriana ngwa discover ukuthi iZimbabwe bamdeport bezohlala nga eselabantwana bakhe trailer abantwana bakhe lolo ASAP wena usuyimbinga eZimbabwe but wawushona umhawukela and you happen to date her uzahamba nje kuyemkhiphela imali even 500k ngolayo because wena uwe umuntu lana in your eyes
uyakunika 500k kumlobola.
maybe worth that amount.
I mean, look at someone like let's use it.
And you was going to see even Mia Khalifa, that ex-porn star.
I was gonna say even Amber Rose.
Hey,
but Amber Rose has got like look at her CV. Look at like the powerful men that she's dated, my guy.
Impressive.
On top of that, she's a porn star. I think that Kanye West won't get what I love if they decided to marry her.
Exactly.
Kanye married Kim. So what's the point?
Kim is a porn star as well. She actually is.
After a body count yonke lana be publicized kulo munye uyambona enithi abathi mina ngiyamfuna. So indaba leka Hilary, it's about her and the men's, bro.
Yeah, true. what I will agree
But
on
you know,
is
just
that
say, hey, 40K is too much. But anyway, another way.
it's a span.
Money is subjective. bro.
ngowanga bakhuluma
You just
40K.
call that nigga. How much do you spend?
But
Kumbuka ile car fleet yakuti imali ngizothi maybe car fleet kamemba lwani 2 meter. So yeah.
la Maforty angakhandle kakhulu.
Lapha esingaba le problem khona Maforty. Ukuthi sizothiwa wena uhamba wathatha loan yebhenki ye40,000 badala. Yikho lapha esiyathi wena uyi-DS.
Kumbe uhambe wathengisa indlu yabazali
No,
bakho.
you guys don't need to say anything. You guys don't need to say anything. Shadaya would say a lot. Yeah. Mike. Yeah.
Shada isimpe enkulu man.
But guys, you're complaining about 40K. Abanye amaring kumele bathenge almost is it 2/3 of their salary to show which was serious ngokazana lo.
Okay, ukuthi salary ezimafeki.
Not as Zimbabwe, but I'm saying
Not
in
as
other
Zimbabwe.
countries.
Yeah.
Remember
And
just from Scotland.
and some people that's a lot of money.
They say 1/3.
Is it 1/3?
Yeah, 1/3
I
of
thought
your
it was
salary.
2/3. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
But also, you keep on top of that. They have to pay the bills. They have to do all these things as well as buy this ring. So, do you think like it should go down, or do you think you should
But
just
anyway,
pay
but
1/3?
in all honest, right? Maybe 40K any but like that. But I want to say this. Ngesi, is it Shona? They say mukosha mukoko aperi kurodzo, right? Mukoko being where the honeycomb, and you always go back and take some more, right? So what you're gonna outpay to lobola. So as you go, there are responsibilities that you're gonna giving to the family and what. So and as much as when it was maybe 10 cows, over a period of years you probably pay 50 cows. Because you're doing you're always keep anything and everything as you go. Medical aid and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, you might think when banchaja 10 cows, but over a period of years, there are 50 cows. When I go to that time. So if 40K was discovered over a period of time, I was a 500,000. 100,000. Because at the end of the day, that's what they say in Shona. I don't know in Debele, but that's what they say.
I'm not even lying, bro. Man developers are What
does that mean?
Like they'll always go to the tree and
yeah, that's the same thing I'm saying. Yeah, they always come back.
So then they are signing up for bullshit.
yeah.
So then I would to Gulobola. So I discovered when I was doing how much is the 10 cows, bro, over a period of 10
But
years.
I've got a question.
I wanted to say poverty line is around $500. So 2/3 or 1/3 of $100. But American Swiss. So please, guys, buy expensive rings. Don't be playing with that.
I've got a question. Do you think that like in our current generation, right? And lapa I'm gonna have to encompass Sabangan Maforty in Tangazak, millennials. Millennials and Gen Z, right?
Okay, yeah, all right.
Do you think that maybe we're kind of like flipping the script on certain roles that we play in, like in family setups? Okay. For example, what I'll say about myself is, like when they used to talk about the distant relative. I mean, even in my actual family, the actual family unit that I belong to, I am the distant relative. Yeah, well. And I know, like, even among us here, a lot of people are like that. So I'm saying, even in a situation like that, like, do you think that in a situation like this, it allows you as a Mgcini still to be like exploited by your in-laws? Right. Because you're not that Mgcini who's always at your in-laws' house. Even within your own family, bro, like you've got cousins that you last in really cool that you guys were close because your parents are close. But now you've gotten to that point, you go to, I'll just live my life, you live yours, and I feel like there's a certain change that's happening, like a generational one, whereby like it's not that we don't value family and family ties and connections. We just realize that the previous generation before us valued it a bit too much.
Well, let me talk for my end, right? I know my mom's third or fourth cousin, and we're actually close like that, like the whole line like that, right? It's I don't know. It's a Shona thing, bro. Like it's a Shona thing. Shona, my ties are where they go deep.
That's
like
true.
Shona people's ties go deep. So something was like Ukulwami, my grandfather. had ubaba omdala wakhe lababa omncane wakhe. I know abantwana bababa omdala abazukulu lezizukulwane zababa omdala abakhulu wami. And we are cool like that. Right? We are very tight like that. The problem with this new generation, right? Is we have thrown our morals, most of our morals, because no, I can do this for myself. Oh, I'm a one-man band man, that type of thing. You know, black text, stuff like that, right? So when our duties as to be as if they are burdens. We are now making our relatives as if they are burdens. But remember, they always say, basically, basically in Africa, a child is brought up by a village.
Yes.
Right? It's brought up by a village.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually,
So the problem with us now is, we want to be the village on our own.
yeah.
That's the
But
problem we
another
have.
segue, there was this, we actually talked about black taxi, I think, three or four episodes
A
back.
couple of times. man.
Yeah,
We've talked
Ten.
about
but then there was
away.
this thing that was topical this weekend on Twitter where a non-influencer was posting as I just built this house. In the end, I just built this house for my family, for Masad. And then people, my comments were saying, hey, black takes, this house should have been yours. Mali yonke le idlalise lapha. No, we're taking the because when I you are renting an apartment. It was an entire thing. Remember, I was clarifying, no, guys, it's not like someone set me down and said I should take my money and buy them a house.
I wanted
I
to.
literally just looked at my bank balance and decided I should build my mother a house. It wasn't a thing with black takes, no one forced me. I did this out of love. So,
This other friend of mine. This other friend of mine. This other friend of mine. His first born in Kibo, right?
Sometimes we
Yeah.
This other friend of mine is first born in Kibo. He said to me, whatever happens in the family, right? Whatever happens, if you're older or have an opportunity, make sure everyone else is catered for. So that labo be independent and be able to do things for themselves. Because when you want and make it, they'll always look to you like a burden because they're always coming to you for something. But rather build them up, allow it. If your siblings need to go to school and your parents are not able to afford, take your siblings to school so that at the end of the day they will graduate, get a job, and be able to do things on their own. Rather than they'll always say, maybe the problem with us is we always think here to sort of. No, it's not your God. No. We have responsibility to those close to us. We have responsibility to even our friends. Right? We have responsibility to each other. We are supposed to be accountable to each other because it won't be nice every time Maforty Vuyi imali net Vuyi had an opportunity to make Maforty's life better so that Maforty does not always go to Vuyi for money.
But
that's my point.
There's a saying that says you can take a donkey to water, but you can't make it drink.
Yeah.
So
Mostly it applies
ungakwanisa
to
ukuthi
girls, because
ubafundise uyakwazi ukuthi ubafundise bonke all your cousins and whatever, but it doesn't mean ukuthi bangaqeda ukufunda bazasebenza. Sometimes you can give somebody and make them feel so catered for that they don't even know how to cater for themselves. So how do you draw the line between helping somebody and making them unable to take care of themselves?
This is where communication is. It's not like a kuluma. Things are talked. Things are spoken. Right? Like, bro. I'm taking you to school so that you get to A, B, C, D. Now we should be able to, get my point. Like, the problem is that no one wants to talk now. No one wants to talk. People want money to talk.
Even just basic education, maybe up to or A level.
Yeah.
That one you don't even need to say anything.
Yes.
After that, maybe ngawusumfundisile wongobhadala fees wazwafika ko A level. Then you ask them, what's your plan?
What you wanna do?
Iplan yakhe ngazayibe ukuthi mina njona kunika imali. What's your actual plan?
And with the
From there, when you move
even in that example, and if you've been that person who's literally paying fees for someone, I doubt that when it now needs to pay off, you'd leave them high and dry. So Ngambuzu, what's your plan? No, I'm looking for a job. You plug him with a job.
That's the whole idea.
Go to the company and we are somewhere, and at least you sleep better than knowing good. Islobo sami.
Mzukuru wangu. Konabo mzukuru wakachana, but they'll still get plugged.
Yeah.
They'll still get plugged.
The thing is, you guys are talking about a scenario where it's a utopia. It's a perfect world where you take someone to school and then next day and then you plug them with work and they actually go to work and they actually do well and they go up.
Okay.
There are other instances where you do all that and nothing comes of it.
But then that's why you drop it.
Because you can't just drop someone.
That's why you drop it.
Just like
I
you said,
get
you
you.
can't
Because
just
you have
drop
done your part.
someone.
You have
If
done your part.
these are your people, you can't just drop them. So when you know you can afford ukuthi umdlise or whatever. So nothing. Just because of
Get this. We have empowered you to go out there and be able to fend for yourself.
Okay.
Now,
Fend for yourself.
sometimes, especially in instances that have to do with black tax
Yeah.
and duties, I believe in tough love.
Absolutely.
Even when we're talking about the example that you used, a more practical one is that whole like the fish one. You give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. That kind of thing. If you're failing, like to learn how to fish, it doesn't mean that I must stop teaching you how to fish or trying to teach you how to fish and then start just giving you fish all
But
the
the
time.
failing of it has to be like nuanced in a way.
Yeah.
Umasado mina ngamfonele ethi wena imali lana esisendle ukuthi ubhadala ifees when uthethe wayidla then
Exactly.
it starts becoming
Kule
problematic.
failing then uyakuzenzisa mntana.
Yeah.
Uthi ha kodwa mfana lo ufuna impama kuphela.
Transcript yabo carry like
Eh.
bro come on I'm
Like-
not paying for nothing here.
Wasting our time.
Let's meet halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when nxa usutshela abantu bakho ohamba la be-smoke house siyakudla imali ye-school fees nxa usubatshela ukuthi hi guys sidla imali ye-school fees uyathi hawu umama kasandithumela imali yabo then sebekuzwela angayenza njalo yena ehlale kwathini kwathangani why kumele ayenze so then umama wakho becomes the wrong thing then when usucabanga yeah vele then usiyakhuluma inyongo umama wakho. You know?
Actually, it's not even umasalo kethwa ubhuti wami lemanzi ubhuti wami ngu-CEO MTN udrive i-Range Rover ephumile kuthange nguye osiyidrive but akandithumelanga imali. You're not even telling the people that this person has been sending you money and you're showing it.
Yeah.
I know a person who's like that. Like I know a person who literally like
Uhlala ku-table story,
Nigga,
house on a hill, but
Ulemuli, you're complaining about your sister not sending you money, bro.
when ule family you see now umuntu okhona ebumbuzile what's your plan ethi ufuna ukuya esikolo
Serious?
jiki semithisa amachera ethu
And
so
this
kumele
guy
mina
keeps,
ngebhedela
and this guy
ama-damages
keeps making babies, bro.
le fees.
Like this guy keeps making babies. Like what the
But
fuck, dude?
on this topic, I said this before because we've talked about black tax like maybe a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I'll say it again. It's not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing. It's something that's like it's in good spirit. But I always feel like at some point it breeds entitlement. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's always like for example, when Ralfan, we are sevenza and you know that I know look with your current obligations, you can always afford to spare like $100 more every month for your mom for groceries. And then it gets to a point whereby you and your family, your now present family unit, you decide that I know it's just for no. And last week I must stand. It's like you now need like a serious cash injection that you're now saving for, right? Either you say Semfunu thing is that, or I'm trying to get a mortgage on a house, or at the very least I want to get my wife a car. Yeah, you see what I'm saying, man? The honest truth is, and the honest truth is that at some point, $100 they are not doing it. Either you totally cut it off or you have to reduce it. But now this entire time, you've built this expectation in your mother that every month you send $100 without fail. To the extent that you tell abangan by came at the twist chest like one utam
But
exactly, and that's what she's gonna do. She's gonna be like, she doesn't understand that no, Ralph is not a father.
Name dropping, sir.
You know, that kind of shit. So in a situation whereby the risk is that black tax risk like that entitlement, and I'm not rather not do it. I mean, I'd rather be in a situation whereby once a year and to me 1,000 2,000.
It's a double-edged sword.
It
like
is,
you don't
it is.
win.
Yeah.
You don't win nothing.
Yeah.
So you have to do it. That doesn't make sense.
Like it's impossible.
It
Do you know how many
doesn't
times
make
that woman
sense.
sacrificed for you?
Exactly. Ke ngisho poise yakho nxa yena isike yaphipha payslip yakho uyakwazi ukuthi can afford to go
Exactly.
chaw imali omsindile yona.
Hi, but
fees smoke
but
house,
does
'cause
she know
you-
that though? Really?
But uyabe ngakwazi ukuthi wena kule usufuna ukuthenga istand.
Exactly. Oh, you're paying off your car.
Kulo mjidwaza lo.
Or
There's this
soon
guy.
your child is going to school.
There's this guy,
Abantu
bro.
abaningi usually ingqondo yabo ikhona phana ukuthi angazi there's a way they always find out how much maybe you're getting paid. Ehlethi ndoda ku 3,000 la
Exactly.
50.
But you know the funniest part
But
is
kakwazi ukuthi wena
the funniest part is
order akwa chaya maybe
Exactly.
2.9.
exactly. As far as black tax is concerned, they'll always know ukuthi uhola malini, but they'll never know how much your expenses are.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's this guy. This guy ukhulu wakho ngoyesele ngibo lo kusele yena ukhulu wakhe the ukhulu dies, he inherits the house, ne? Sells the house, rents that house, say rent akho endlini leya. Ayichiyelo check, say ithengisile, say rent endlini lapha. Then if he fails to pay rent and he gets chucked out. Then say xa ukuhamba, hey ngicela indawo yokuhlala, hey ngicela ningincede, hey ngiyadubeka. Nigga, bro, you sexual my distant relative, but nigga, didn't you have a house you were given by ukhulu? Omunye wadiliza check ijura wathi ajura ole emsindala esefonele UK ngicane phela imali ethenga izithina yejiswa ijura yentsha. Engabatshelanga bra wadiliza ijura yonke. What so kids phone secela abantu imali. I think communication, bro. We should be able to talk to our brothers, tell our nephews or sisters, or whoever, guys. Mina, I can only manage A, B, C, D. Because I mean now A, B, C, D. It's communication. I'm sure about it. You sometimes have filter. Ukuthi I'm expensive. I'm in Jan. So keep in mind. No, but here's good thing. Now I have what? I have things to do. Yeah.
Umuntu yena hlabamba ukuthi Maforty uhola 2,000 but akakwazi ukuthi Wildstone 2 scored.
Yeah.
Bro.
Extra lessons.
Labana
Kule
bavuka
music.
bafuna ukufly sema sports ePretoria. You have to
there
pay.
was recently. Sorry to move on so fast.
It's okay. Yeah, I think we
So
dwelled on
recently
this
there
one
was
too
an
much, yeah.
outrage. There was an outrage on social media. I don't know about a movie that Tyler Perry did recently, who Divorce in the Black, right? I watched that movie, right? Almost there's nothing you
But
get.
movie yakhe leni ipenda leni ingekho bad.
He
guys.
backward.
Then you niggas just hate
Which
on
one?
that nigga.
Which
bro.
one?
Which one?
That Kelly, kumbe I like Kelly Rowland, but the paint sheet was okay.
Nah,
Not because
I
I
can't even
what
remember
does I
the
paint
movie that you're
down?
talking about.
What does I paint?
No, the recent one where
Mia
Kelly
Culpa.
Rowland,
Mia Culpa.
Hey, Mia whatever.
Mia Culpa.
Oh, that's the one. That's Tyler Perry who produced that.
Yes. Then there's another one.
Out of 10, it was a strong 2. Stop it. No, a strong 2. Let me tell you something. I actually saw the interview that.
Okay, when I'm John Cena is a bad actor. Okay, continue.
Oh, John Cena's a bad
Continue.
actor. You can't even-
Johnny Sins.
You can't move me
Continue
from
with
that. John
continue
Cena's a
with the
bad actor.
Continue with your review.
Johnny Sins is a bad actor.
He's a bad actor.
Continue with your review.
That guy is the most versatile actor.
No. Get away.
Versatile.
Continue with your.
Versatile. Do you know what versatile means?
Hey.
Teacher. Astronaut.
Hey.
Doctor. Firefighter.
Aye, guys. Aye.
Master even.
Aye,
Can you
guys.
continue with your review?
Yeah, so what I'm saying is Tyler Perry.
Delivery guy.
You ask him.
Continue with your
No,
review.
so Mia
Put some
Culpa, I
respect
give
on my
it
coat.
Mia Culpa, I give it a 2 out of 10. And there's a lot of people who give it a 2 out of 10.
Okay.
Tyler Perry has his niche. We know he talks about like domestic violence,
Abused
life-threatening
women,
things.
yes.
Do you know what I mean? He brings light to a lot of things that are pushed under the rug. And I think when we look at his movies, we judge them as like a whole instead of realizing that he releases them so often so that we keep remembering that women are getting abused, people are getting killed, wrongfully killed. He's bringing things to light and not letting them lie down. Fair enough. If you don't like Tyler Perry's type of movies, that is so fair. But still watch it because it's for a good cause. Do you know what I mean? He brings light. And he was saying in an interview that he was having with Kiki Palmer that, you know what, he was called to do this. And he gets a lot of messages saying, you know what, you see me, you've actually helped me out. I've sought help. Because obviously at the end of the movies, he puts like helplines and things like that. So
He puts up like that in movies.
some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
But-
He
but-
puts, because you're not in that situation.
Ogunye, like on that point about Tyler Perry and his movies, I think the proof is in the pudding. In the sense that, that guy is actually now a billionaire.
Yeah.
Based on like my protection on like all the time.
Yeah.
On the studio,
And
better
also-
than-
Even not even 50 Cent with the Power series.
And even
And
look
Black
at
Mafia Family, like
and
you
even
can't
look at the fact that he does
Yeah.
Broadway, he does
he does Broadway, yes,
movies,
yes.
he does series, and it's all majority black castings.
Yeah.
People have gone from Tyler Perry to do greater and bigger things.
Yeah, and it's never like A-list actors.
yeah.
He starts very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's people
And then
that
they
need
grow.
that leg up. So
Tell Peretti, ehambe gym ethole ishome elile chest. Lama waves. Bese siba yi-playboy.
Jana being
I mean, we weren't complaining about Trevante in male Camilla Kappa. We weren't complaining about Trevante. I'm so sorry.
Mina, what I'll say. What I'll say is, EMO got Tyler Perry. I never saw it because the worst part is, my sister and mother and I used to watch my Tyler Perry movies all the time, my dear and whatever. But I never saw his MO until I watched Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
That's a great film.
Yeah.
See that's a great.
But the latest Divorce in the
day I
Black is a
understood.
very bad movie.
What do you mean?
Divorce in the Black is a very
Okay.
bad. It's a very bad movie. Yes, you know making good. That's the nice thing about it. It's bad. You know making good.
I like
That's only
making
nice
good,
about
right,
it. But other than that,
Yeah.
I mean, the storyline is tired. We can't lie. It's tired. It's been done.
He needs new
We
writers.
know-
But it's
we know
necessary.
It's very
He needs new
predictable.
writers.
It's necessary.
It's
Yes,
necessary.
it's
He needs new
absolutely
writers,
necessary
though.
because
Because
you hear Tyler Perry,
China.
you run to watch the film, you see, okay, it's another man beating a woman, or it's the woman who's managed to run away from being killed. But you get the message, you know? So imagine that's you in that story. You're like, shit, let me go. I might just end up being killed. And it saves somebody. It's
But
a
Foley,
tired
let's do something
story
interesting.
if you're not in the
Let's
situation.
ask people movie recommendation.
yeah, that's where I'm going.
Oh,
That's where I'm
what are
going.
we? Yeah. Speaking of which,
No, let him
what are we watching?
Let him go.
Yeah, so movie recommendations, guys.
Yes,
I'll
yes,
start.
yes.
Ralph, I'll start with you.
Okay. Usually we ask this question, what are you watching?
Yeah.
Because you can't recommend something that you haven't seen.
What are you
I'm
So,
watching
I've been watching.
Step Sister, Five Step Brother.
Yes. Oplamba doesn't get old.
Yeah, it doesn't get old,
I'm
man.
playing, bro.
It's a very,
I'm playing, guys. We're
it's a
not
very
watching that shit.
ageist.
Anyway, so mine. Sorry, who's a one? But
Yeah.
someone had said, I saw someone on social media said, you people actually always hate on Apple TV Plus, but they never miss, bro. They'll have that one show once in a while, but every time it's a banger, bro. And you know, saying I'm a series like 3, I think they're all from Apple TV. So I'm currently watching Presumed Innocent. That shit is fire, bro.
I have it here.
Yeah, it's
But
actually
I
number
don't know,
one
is
on
it-
Apple
is it
TV
horror?
Plus. No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm afraid
actually
to open
based
it
on a
'cause
true story. Actually,
Twice horror.
so his storyline is Presumed Innocent. There's this lawyer guy, prosecutor. He was having an affair. Lo munye usisi asebenza la. Then usisi lona wasesifa, like she was brutally murdered. And then because yena good relationship yabo, at the time she was dying, they were having problems.
Yep.
He was now declared the prime suspect. And then, now Sebese Court. And then the other guys that he was having work beef with are now the... Nah, it's not even a spoiler, bro.
Yeah.
And now the prosecutors, and it goes on and on and on. But how it ends is actually crazy. And so in detail, just you have to watch it. And then there's also Apple TV Plus. There's Dark Matter as well.
It's in my bag.
Abantu abathandi.
Small
Kwinokhale mo-
Nigel. He's
Small pouch. Mbani.
but I'm gonna know.
No.
Small pocket.
Yeah, Maforty ndot was Jaela ndot.
H. Ginger Velo.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi, how are you? I'm talking to.
Maforty Jake Puma.
Oh, I'm actually recording a podcast. Can you call me after like 30? Okay, cool.
So the podcast is
All right,
the
so
podcast,
I was saying
bro.
another show that I'm watching is Dark
Yeah.
Matter. I'm a nerds. Abathanda into ze physics, like multi-universe theory. Watch Dark Matter. It's also interesting. Apple TV Plus again.
Okay.
Jay, Apple TV doesn't miss. Yeah. And then the last thing that I'm watching is actually saying it was short. It was 6 episodes. Supercell on Netflix.
Okay.
Supercell is crazy, bro. Yeah, Supercell is
I
crazy.
haven't checked that one
Now,
out.
my
Okay,
hands
I'll
full now,
I'll
the
check it out.
accents are
I'll check it
killing
out.
me.
Yeah.
Next.
Right. Next person knows what are you watching?
Next. What are you watching?
Oh, no,
What are you watching?
Stefan.
What are you watching?
Well, I'm a K-drama babes, so I'm watching Queen of Tears just now.
I'm sure there's people in the comments who watch K-drama, eh?
Oh, absolutely. We're everywhere. We're literally everywhere.
There's some probably watch Star Life, but
No, Star Life is not the one.
But
I used to shit on K-drama.
In the comment section,
There's that Z World, but for Zulu, bro. If you wanna die laughing, watch that shit.
No, I'm watching Queen of Tears because that's been over recommended.
Guys, sorry.
It's a slow burner. I'm still on episode 4, but it's promising because Kim So-hyun is in it. Before that, I watched Gyeong's song Creature. Absolutely amazing. Part 2 should be coming soon. We've got Park So-joon in that one. If you know, you know. I'm not going to go too much into it.
No idea what she's saying.
And then also Death Note. I have to get you guys to watch Death Note. It's on Prime. If you haven't watched it, not Death Note, Death Game. I know. I meant Death Game. I've watched Death Note. It's an anime, so you can watch that as well. That's a good one. But it's Death Game. Death Game is on Prime.
All right.
And it's brilliant. Nah, bro. Like watch Death Note.
Prime is actually goated, man.
Prime is
Prime, my guy, is actually very, very good.
You need to know. And how to marry my husband. Bro,
Prime, I've always felt like we're Netflix, like, because remember there's times like where you have to take almost like 30 minutes to scroll like in Netflix to say, all right, this is something that I would like to watch. Prime, for some reason, my guy, you will find exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah.
If
you're gonna watch something, watch Death Game. Yeah. I recommend it with all my being. Yeah. So like, I'll give you a little snippet. Yep. This guy decides to kill himself, right? Just like a suicide thing, and basically death, right? So he dies, he goes and he meets death. And death is like, since you killed yourself, I'm going to give you 6 chances to live as different people. And your aim is to survive. If you survive in that body, you live for its eternity. So you live in that body until that body dies, until Bakuke, right? So he goes into the first one, and he's trying to kill himself. You know? And he goes through like different. He goes into different bodies. One of them is like a helpless baby. He's in this helpless baby, and this family. And he comes out and he's like, "What the fuck?" And they're like, "You think your life is bad?" And you know it spins your mind, but it's so good.
I need to watch it.
It's so good. Like you'll be stuck on like literally watch it and don't go anywhere.
I'll definitely peep. What are you watching, bro?
I don't know. It's good to have
what are you watching?
I'm in between. I'm in between two things. There was what was that one? Behind her eyes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, that's really a good one. But I'm going to so. And then there's also Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Well, I was
it's not really interesting, but yeah.
The movie or the series?
The series.
Oh, okay, the series.
There's a series, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but it's got like Childish Gambino and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. But you guys know the movie.
It's
though,
okay.
Dave is actually good. Okay. Childish Gambino.
Yeah, he is good. He's really good. I stayed because of him.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Boss Ricky, how he fighting?
Boss Ricky, what are you watching, bro?
Photoshop and Lightroom.
Photoshop and Lightroom. I'm not a TV person.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'm trying to one my cave.
We're on to you.
I'm watching a series right now called Billions.
Okay.
Yeah. Billions is really good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching Billions. Exactly. After Suits, I wasn't really much of a fan of legal drama.
Yeah.
But it Billions, they finance and it's got crime a bit as well. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. So yeah, I'm watching Billions. I started it maybe a week or 2 ago. But yeah, Sengo season 3, I tell you. I think it's got 6 seasons so far. So probably like by the time this episode comes out, Sengo season 5. Probably. But yeah, I'm watching Billions. I
you guys not even watching movies. No one is talking about movies.
Like movies, my guy.
Movies, man.
Movies
I
are
recently got
Movies are-
Beverly Hills Cop.
a
The
short
one that
time.
came out this- But the reason why I haven't
Too
watched it is
quickie,
because I
like-
haven't watched all the other ones before that. So I actually then thought, Beverly Hills Cop.
Now you need to download that.
I need to now look for the previous 3 or 4 movies before watching it. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, me,
What are
I'm-
you on, bro?
Me, me have more of a
Umzansi Magic.
mixer, bro.
Fucking lame.
I'm a serious guy.
All right. Yeah.
I'm a serious guy.
Umuvango.
I'm a serious guy and a movie guy.
All right.
So I'm on House of the Dragon.
Oh yes, I'm also watching that, by the
I'm
way.
there.
Okay.
I finished
yeah.
Supercell.
Supercell is nice, ne?
Yeah. I finished
Supercell is crazy, bro.
And
I'm actually realizing I didn't finish my list. I didn't finish my list. I'm also watching House of the Dragon, right?
Yeah.
I recently finished
Mgcini
Usha.
was actually spoiling Supercell on his
Yeah.
stories,
Okay.
bro. So don't
Yeah.
watch. If you
Silent
haven't
is
seen
pretty-
Supercell,
Yes,
don't be
that's
peeping
pretty
in his
cool.
stories because he's spoiling
pretty
the shit
cool.
as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm also watching Power.
Okay.
I've watched all the powers up but right now,
Only
obviously,
Power Ranger.
I'm a Power Ranger, yes. So right now, I don't miss
The party is hating on me, dog.
Why are you hating on Ralph, man? Yeah. But obviously, right now we're on book 1, book 2.
Okay.
Season 3 of book 2. I got Tariq Umdaga Ghost.
Okay.
So so on a break now apparently for the next month or so. So yeah, which is some fucked up shit. I don't know why those guys are doing that, but we'll sizabathemba sebeyenza nje Blood and Water phela at some point bayenza njalo. They released episodes like the first 5 and then they went months. Then they released the next 5 items.
And they say it's coming. I think this summer is coming.
I Blood and Water, I'm
Although
done
it's
with that
tired
one,
now.
bro.
So
It was interesting for the first season, Kupel. After that, bro, I was like, no,
But
I'm
maybe
wasting my
second, I
time.
wanted closure.
for me now.
Yeah, for close, exactly. You're not watching for close.
Third was not necessary.
So on me, then
Yeah,
you try
continue.
Blue Bloods, the series.
Oh, yes.
I really follow.
And
it.
I could have DSTV.
And then I said I'm a movie person.
Mm-hmm.
I hate how I hate how Ryan Reynolds come out on If. There's a movie called If. Right? I feel they wasted him. I watched the new Garfield movie. They wasted Samuel L. Jackson. Like, you cannot have Samuel L. Jackson on an animation. You waste him like that. And then I watched the new Beverly Hills thingy. Eddie Murphy, I think, is done. He's just trying to come back, but I think Eddie Murphy is done with acting. Bro.
It is done, right?
I think it's done.
We
and
actually-
then I watched
Bad Boys too, bro.
the what's this?
Also done.
I watched I all the new movies that come out. I watched Bob Marley, the movie, and I feel like there's so much they could have told us. I think there's so much they could have told us.
Which platform? I need to check it out.
Bob
'cause
Marley's on
I-
Netflix.
I love Bob Marley
Yeah,
music.
they should.
bro.
I feel
I'm
there's
gonna keep-
there's so
I'm gonna
much to
watch
the
it,
story. They should have said.
What did you think about Lashana Lynch's performance? She's brilliant. She was the one that was acting as Bob
Like
Marley's love interest.
she's the one who carried the whole movie.
'Cause she's
And yet she was not Bob
amazing.
Marley.
Exactly,
And she
she's
carried the whole
amazing.
movie,
She's amazing.
I actually need to check that out.
And then
Thank you.
which other movie?
Put eyes
I
on
feel Zac Efron. These movies up there these days are just nonsense.
They're rubbish.
Nah,
They
Zac is done.
they should have
Rubbish.
kept doing one
Zac is
music. I was
done.
gonna
Yeah.
And then there's this movie,
Yeah, but go high school
the,
musical.
based on a true story.
Magnus opus, bro.
And then there's this movie.
Crazy. I was kidding shit there.
Did you know he wasn't the one singing in Zac Efron? It was Drew
Obvious.
Seeley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And then
he
there's
just
the
didn't get
movie-
The guy who can sing, actually, as far as accents are
The
concerned.
Ministry of Gentleman Warfare.
That's a good movie.
That's best.
Guy Ritchie is a very
guys-
good
You
producer.
guys need to watch that movie.
Yeah.
The Ministry of Gentleman Warfare. That's a dope movie. It's based on a true
Just
story.
watch anything by Guy Ritchie.
So it's a
Yeah. It's based
amazing
on the
story.
Second World War.
yeah, it's an amazing story.
Yeah.
It's a true story. Actually.
It's based on a true story, yeah.
Yeah, and they're saying that's where that character, that guy, was the main character. Then the actual story, that's where they derived James Bond. James Bond character.
Uloko's in
was taken from
Ian
that-
Fleming.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
they-
actually
yeah.
a character in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Which other movie?
Yeah, Ian Fleming was a naval officer. So
And
most of
Deadpool,
his stories
I'll
are
be going
based
to watch
on-
Deadpool. When we're recording this,
Yeah.
Deadpool was just premiered.
Oh yes.
So I'm going to watch Deadpool.
We'll talk to our good friends at SK.
I'll go
Who's
watch
gonna go
Deadpool.
pay.
Of course, they can.
we can-
Those are the movies and
Grace
series I've
towards
been,
us.
So you
I've
guys,
been watching.
if you're watching this, Wobula, in the comments, just highlight us.
Yeah.
We might go with you to check out Deadpool.
Yeah, and
SK, yeah.
I'm
We're
looking
plugged
forward.
like that, bro.
Now, as we wrap up,
What you know, ASF were connected like so.
We're connected like so.
Connected.
Also, another thing, Garden of Hose is closed now, bro. It's like 2 weeks or a week and some days away.
so
Are you-
we've- we've-
the ticket
Garden of
giveaway,
Vuyi,
yeah,
yes.
it's
We have a
I have
question
a
of the
giveaway.
day.
Can you please
Should I
peep
be-
my
upload
Twitter
this?
post or X?
No, but Ralph, I've got a question. Obviously, soon I was or Ashton them if it's
I'm
possible.
giving away golden circle tickets. So
No,
just,
but like,
you know.
can we have like maybe even extend one to like a podcast member?
Yes.
Like a
At Garden-
podcast.
At BE at Dwara One. I know they're going to hear this and be thinking, Ralph is being
well,
cocky.
yeah.
But BE at Dwara One. So I'm giving away 2 tickets. I'm going to give away another one from our comment section.
Yes, thank you.
And
Thank you.
it's the person who's going to be the nicest one to me. When Boma, hey, I come from a place when I told you. Yeah. The one who liked me in the other video is the one that's going to get first and foremost Lina Lianya.
wow. Okay.
Aye,
So
we-
question
Yeah,
of the day, so
we
we
can
wrap up.
actually a Twegwin Orient ticket
Yes,
that
an
I'm going to
Orient
give away.
ticket.
Golden
Yeah.
Circle sebesinge emva kwabo DJ.
Yeah.
Sibehave njengama-slay queen.
Yeah.
Pouring champagne. All the
I
things.
know, because the reason why I'm saying this, I know there's people that watch.
Phezu kwama-speaker.
Yes. Now I'm going to sound for the event. But the reason why I'm saying this is because, like, fine, obviously, the podcast is watched by people from, like, Bulawayo.
Yeah.
But there's people, like, from outside the city who I know for a fact will be here in August. Some of them are actually, like, either traveling to Zimbabwe now or maybe this weekend, Basebekon. So, really, like, it's something that, like, at the very least, we can do for them.
So wait, is
Yes.
since
We'll
the
just check
Garden
you
of
out on
Hose,
the comments.
is
Just
Hillary gonna be
engage the
there?
post. Yeah.
Hillary. Last time, that's nobody. The other one with the.
But Jogadong.
Yeah, yes. You know, that's actually a very nice way to say it. That's a kinder word than I would have used. That's nobody checking go VVIP Ralph. I go watch it.
Just lo bantu.
The one,
Were you that
the really big
That
one.
drunk guy.
Misread.
No, Miss Reed.
Ooh, bro.
Miss Reed's got a flat ass.
Oh!
Hey.
Oh!
Hey.
I'm sorry, Samantha, but
It is what it
Don't
is.
do
It
that,
is what it
bro.
is.
That's our sister, bro. Don't,
Yeah, I know,
don't
I
fucking
know,
do
I
that,
know,
bro.
I know.
That's our sister.
Now, so ubala.
Ngubani check, ngubani toti. Mina I forget,
know,
bro. Yeah.
Mana, you know, let me do this.
Should be.
Then when you
Stop,
make
bro.
up
So we
kids.
make up
Forget
kit
this
here.
But yeah, because this girl was also there at the Durban in July as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Check ngubani ngalo che.
Panelo.
Usambona, che.
Let's
But
open so
Jogadong.
up.
Yes. I'm telling you guys. This thing, saying him toilet. Saying him toilet. I'm not going to sort of now.
Can I
How camera spoon? That's for
There's
the
a camera as well.
Araf for a drunk, bro. You still need to see. How tired, bro.
She was there when we were in Garden House. I just want to go VVIP.
Damn, yeah. We were with this one at the VI.
So ubona better. How?
So we encourage.
She's not with the shout out, but
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm definitely not gonna give a shout out. But yeah, no. We encourage influencers and PTs and abantu abalochole 40K ukuthi liwe ugarden of house.
FYI ngiyibhedi Lianya.
We close it up. Question of the day.
so sebe's lo Belinda at the VI.
I'm not the one who wrote this, so-
Yeah.
I'm not the one who wrote this. So here we go. How many is too many partners?
Learning guys.
How many is too
Two and
many
above
partners?
is too many guys.
2 is a crowd.
Two is a crowd. They say
Two is a crowd.
Yeah.
You've never done a threesome, so continue.
In a business perspective,
Abantu
you need
bathi
as many
manje
partners as you
sifuna
can.
ukuthi
Ukuze
uthatha,
uthwele ama-shield money in the capital. In a business
good.
perspective.
Okay. So how many
That's
is too
where I
many?
end.
How many is too many?
Ish. I think it depends on like the kind of relationship that you're looking for and the kind of relationship you and your partner have agreed on. I know that in some countries they're doing something called throupling, whereby it's literally like 3 people in
polygamy. They're just giving it another word.
Yeah, it's a different.
But you know how Africans like to do polygamy and 17 wives.
We're running away from the word polygamy, but that's what it is. And so I think that if you're a person who on paper is in a committed and monogamous relationship.
I have a question. The question is how many is too many partners, as in
sexual partners?
Sexual partners at a time or history nje yonke?
Yeah.
All right. Asikufai ukuthi thina lapha we always pick these things. Sihlala sikhuluma into lezi ngeperspective yomuntu maybe or relationship or committed land. Let's say you're just a guy osanda ku-interview chero wakhe esanda kumshithela wagcina umntwana 12 years.
Wow.
And you're single, bro.
Yeah, okay.
And you just want to have fun. How many people
Partners
are too many people?
Yeah, even now as a lady, how many partners is too many?
Yeah, let's say guy wakho uzudiscover ukuthi ngumswati like selobole 2 million omunye unkazana ngale wena ukhona khonapho.
How many partners is too many?
I mean, from a selfish point of view, 2 is too much.
Okay, so
sneaky what? I better know.
How many is too many?
Now, as a person who's done sneaky links before, my guy, I'm not proud of it.
So how many then?
I'm not like I said it before and I'll say it again. You guys don't believe me because you've got this idea of me.
Yeah, say what you want to say.
That's like
but 2 is too much.
2 is too much. Yeah, 2 is plenty. Like 2 is the law.
Yeah.
2 is a lot. Like
now, Maforty's question then also encompassed, isn't it? Because he was saying that look, if you look at sexual history.
No, sexual history is history for a reason. We're talking at a time.
So now, after we answer this one, and I would like to then say, Uti,
so at a time,
as far as body counts
are concerned, how many is too many at a time?
More than 1.
Yeah, more than 1. If you're sexually active,
don't multitask.
Yeah.
Obviously,
these are
how
not
many
like
is too many?
Personal opinions of people besides me.
Either way.
Sexually?
Either way.
Sexually.
Yes.
Just 1 is okay.
1 is okay, yeah?
But not go again.
Whether 1 is enough.
Tirima legend.
Wow. 1 is fine.
No, it's lying. This one's a lie, bro. We'll switch off the cameras and ask this.
Why are you saying why?
Because now I've heard them talking about 3s and 4s.
Why are you saying why?
I've heard them speak about 3s and 4s.
Man, I was thinking.
No,
he's doing a move here.
We have a question.
We have a question.
How many is too many partners?
At a time, like let's say you're now sexually active. We've all answered. How many is too many sexual partners?
At a time.
More than 1.
Very good.
Okay, me now.
This is me now. Welcome to the Loyal Show.
This is me.
Welcome to the Loyal Show.
That's a very good answer.
Everyone is saying 1. I've even saying 1, bro. Like everyone is saying 1.
This is my response.
Yes.
As a umuntu own a company or we used to own a company called Holland Services. Tinasia Duduza. So as many as required people need services, we do not asiyali usebenza or umsebenzi wethu.
Siyabamba
siyadobha. So okuyileyo konoko ikoloko
duty calls.
Toita zviripo.
Yes. Hakuna anoramba.
Nyo.
Mina, this is a service. It's a job. I saw hule. It's a job. It's a service. I saw
Wonke lokhu bafaka ku
No, you see,
direct.
I mean, bro, here's the thing. Yeah, I'm just putting up, you're calling me for services and I will give my services and I'm gone.
It's the Secret Service.
MI6.
Exactly.
No, but you know what's encouraging me about this conversation right now?
Yeah.
I think all of us agree on one thing, which is sometimes monogamy is the best thing. Now,
Depending.
Vuyi usaid a side chick with 3. As long as Vuyi knows that he shouldn't have 3 side chicks, he's not justifying it in his mind.
Wena uyabusibela nama-side chicks angu-3
like there's something called moral decay, right? There's
Where
certain guys.
unga-
And you
engasela
know this as well,
Yeah,
Belinda. I don't know why.
Guys, you need to understand this.
In his mind,
That's
that's
good.
good, right.
If, for example, if you are
Kumele uthi
dating,
nxa ekwenze ebe
Okay,
lo
mina
mzwa
ukuthi-
ngethu ebekwazi,
I'm
but this
trying
is
to-
not
I'm
okay.
gonna-
Kuthi nxa ngiganga ngiyabe ngizikhuza.
mina ndazama ukuba technical about this whole thing, ne? We are dating. So, ukuma interview la different levels. Kulabanye baku written interview, kulabanye baku oral interview, kulabanye baku practical interview.
Oral interview. Come.
I'm just saying.
69 of them on an oral interview.
No, but do you get what I'm saying?
you're
But do you
just
get what
mad.
I'm saying though? Do you really
Nah,
get what I'm
let's close the
saying?
show.
Yes, motherfucker.
Let's close the show.
Do you get what I'm saying though? No. We're just dating. It's just simple. La.
So now
I did in A-level maths, we're sampling with replacement and sampling without replacement. So I'm big. That is what I said. I was I know what I use my probability for. I went to school and I was application.
Professor.
Guys, mina guys
Ngelani isiwenje,
telecommunications.
Majensi?
Guys, telecommunications.
Into esiyavala
I want
ngayo show.
DSTV. I want DSTV is what they call a hub. You know, a hub just sends signals to all these other satellite dishes. You know, I'm using what I went to school. I'm using what I went to school for.
In
I'm being practical.
Maforty is saying he's hotspotting love, bro. He's hotspotting love, bro.
But you know what? You know technology Wi-Fi in so the furthest person on the network determines the speed of the network. Like umuntu ore 1 bar, yapamasela wonke umuntu even umuntu amabhasi agcwele. Because the system is now focusing on umuntu ore 1 bar. No. That's the technology Wi-Fi. The furthest from the connection determines the speed and of that network and the strength. So whenever you do the 5 bars, only one bar determines what's going to happen on the whole network. So yabona,
Anyway.
The last shall be the first. I'm just saying. So there has to be a queue.
Anyway.
For that to be.
Shout out. Actually, we're not mentally prepared for this show. I'm happy it went the way it went. So if you're still watching, Vuyi is not well, bro. Jane is not here.
Yeah.
You had other plans. I was already signed off.
Fired and clean.
Belinda.
I'm leaving, y'all. I leave on Friday, so send me love and don't send me hate. Yeah.
So by the time this episode comes out, you won't be.
I'll be gone.
I
Yeah.
think it's says spouse or visa.
Huh? Anjabona usufuna ufaka network yakho lapha engakwani khona. Mina I'm still a child. I'm still a child of God.
I know any Scottish
Spouse or
visa.
No, before we end.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think as far as all episodes we've recorded are concerned, this is the one that we did, whereby the attitude in the air is the show must go on.
Yes, bro. Yeah.
Like we had every reason not to record this one.
But we did.
I'm sick. Jane is not here. Cape and Mgcini are not here. I don't hear. Maforty is leaving.
And Maforty is leaving. Yeah, Maforty is leaving soon as well. And me personally, I was not mentally aligned to do the show.
I remember just minutes before we recorded, I tried to sleep.
I'm leaving. I'm going to call and be a sponsor.
Yeah.
But it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for Belinda. Thank you for coming through.
Stop dropping my name.
You drop your name.
Shout out My comments I tried to UK. Shout out to UK.
Shout out to UK.
From the ends. From the ends.
Belinda, tell your friends to listen to our podcast.
To watch.
So that they defend.
To watch our.
I'm so sorry. I'm not telling people to come to your podcast where people are slaying me in the comments.
No,
tell them to be nice, and I'm gonna tell them to listen to your podcast.
Put them in
Read the comments.
The podcast
But it's been a pleasure.
My friends have actually been contacting me, being like, "Is that you on the podcast? We can't see you, but we know it's you."
That's cool.
So yeah, so no worries. Travel.
So thank you very much for coming through these 2 episodes that you've.
You're welcome.
Thank you also Nozi for coming through. Gentlemen, thank you.
Yeah, shout out
thank my viewers. Thank you for making this my home. I'll be away for some. I'm going away.
Shout out to Paz, although he doesn't bring the camera on set.
Exactly, bro.
Like,
I don't know why.
Been here. This bro's been here for like 10.
The lighting is already
I'm
here.
I'm not sure if this is my.
10
The lighting
fucking
is
times,
here.
bro.
I'm not sure if this is my last episode.
Charging. The camera is charging. I can explain.
Dog. 10 times. You've been here for a lot of times, bro.
Tell the camera.
No, I'm
It's
always
always
busy,
judging.
so yeah, the camera is charging.
So I don't know if this is my last episode, but yeah, it's been a pleasure, bro.
No, it's been a pleasure to have you, man.
Being here.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'll be back.
Very.
I'm sure I'll be back.
We're coming back in summer, maybe say Oscar or some other shit. But summer is coming, guys. We only have like maybe 6 days left of the winter, so
I know.
I'll see you.
It's
I don't
about
know
to go
when,
down.
If I'll see you guys, but
No, what I'll say is next
Podcast is
episode
done.
I
Tell
won't
them
be
I'm pretty
wearing a jacket. And I won't have flu anymore. So
Mina, who knows? I'll be having the accent.
exactly.
I'll be having the accent.
you're fine.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Even the sound guy is saying he's going to his MI6 operations. He won't be there.
Oh.
So, but it's been a pleasure.
It's
Thank
about
you
to be
guys
a
for
sad
watching.
summer, but
And your
we'll be rocking.
comments. Hopefully one day I'll be back. But yeah, thank you
Before
very
did you have a
much.
special shout out that you wanna give, like, because you might not be here for a minute.
The comment section, bro. Like
All right.
comment section. I mean, I like even the negative comments about me. Like I'll go and like because I know they need the validation. So I'll go and put a like there. I know they need.
All right.
I know they need the validation. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.
Sorry to catch you.
Yeah.
There was actually. Do you know Black Swan events?
Like what?
Black Swan.
No.
Something that happens like once in a while. Like it's similar to once in a blue moon.
Okay.
I saw on our podcast group, Umuntu like was giving props to Maforty, bro, saying this guy
From
sounds
that
like he's
guy.
kind-hearted. Hey, this
I am
guy, he's
kind-hearted.
intelligent. Like Umuntu
I am
bali
actually-
paragraph
I've got a story to
Maforty.
tell.
I'm like, what the fuck?
A similar thing.
I am intelligent.
Yakwazi ukuthi intelligent. This is a once in a while.
I've got a similar story to
Maforty
tell.
is.
Maforty
Yakwazi ukuthi comment yami ngithini.
Ujane wathi kulo muntu owamngena ku DM yakhe efuna uMaforty.
Ngithe uMaforty he-acquired taste. It
Yeah,
takes
it's like
a
always.
lot to actually understand.
No,
and see
But
what
once you
Maforty
get the
is.
taste of Maforty, you
No,
kind of like
they
it.
won't get it.
Yeah. But actually, just
But that was
because I didn't
crazy,
tell you
bro.
this before,
Yeah.
but
Indlela
this is the
uMaforty
only.
ade bembuka ngayo
Yeah.
umuntu lwana
This is the
nje.
only chance
Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna get to say this.
Yeah.
There's a person who's been watching our podcast like religiously for a while. She's based in the States. A very nice lady, and she was saying that emalangeni yabuya koBulawayo, and she was saying that uMaforty nqa ukuthi usingle ngesikhathi sonesa. She's actually coming. From what she told me, she's coming to break up with the boyfriend. So she's like, if that happens, well,
I'm free.
and Maforty is
If you
single
don't
at
make
the
up
time,
Belinda, don't worry, I've got a backup.
and Maforty is single. Ngafuna ukukhothisa, man. So like you're really doing good.
And
You're doing
we are
good.
in because
I
I have to
know
leave.
it is Scotty
We are in because I also have to leave.
August kuSeptember khona phana.
Will I be back? Will I be back? Because I have to leave. I have to leave town. But anyway,
Close the
thank you
show,
guys.
bro.
Thank you guys. Wait. How close?
And they don't wanna see me keeping you close. And they don't wanna be here when I'm alone. I know you from the inside out. We do some real talking at my mama's house. We finna get some for $1. We might just head home in a Honda.